A group, Yoruba Emancipation Union, has called for the dissolution of Nigeria. The group demanded in an open letter to President Bola Tinubu and the National Assembly, which was obtained by the Eagle Online on Tuesday. According to the group, Nigeria is a fraudulent amalgamation that cannot work. The open letter, signed by YEU's Director General Professor EFG Ajayi and Secretary General Pastor Adegbebi Joel Adebola, listed several factors that have made it visible that the country cannot work as an entity. Ajayi and Adebola said these range from issues of federal character, quota system to unworkable constitution and calamities arising from agitation by various separatist groups across the country. The open letter listed the separatist groups to include Boko Haram, Indigenous People of Biafra, Movement for the Actualization of a Sovereign State of Biafra, Odua's People Congress, Arewa People's Congress, Movement for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta, and Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People. Describing Nigeria as a fraudulent cage housing chickens and pigeons, the group made the following demands from President Bola Tinubu and the National Assembly. It is obvious from all the above that we are merely deceiving ourselves if we blindfold ourselves with rhetoric of politicking, arrogance, shenanigans, and falsehoods rather than truth, honesty, justice, human rights, and courage. We hinge our demand for peaceful dissolution of Nigeria on the principle of self-determination, as enunciated by the United Nations Charter, in support of the right of people to determine their political status. On that note, we hereby call for Yoruba exit from Nigeria. The process of peacefully dissolving Nigeria should not be delayed any further, because the implosion may become disastrous not only for all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, but for West Africa as a region and Africa as a continent. No restructuring ever solved the problems of corruption, ethnic bias, and hatred, etc. And no amount of restructuring will ever obviate these glaring challenges and problems. The best solution is to allow the different ethnic nationalities to go their separate ways. The cultural value systems and religious differences are very glaring stumbling blocks to integration and national unity of Nigeria. Hence the need to split into manageable units as different countries. The much touted unity in diversity as a mantra for Nigeria is a fluke. This is because if and when presidents, ministers, senators, or top civil servants are in positions Nigerians relate with, approve, and support them on the ground of ethnicity and not on distinctive competitiveness basis. We need to give peace a chance by allowing homogeneous and very intimate ethnic nationalities who understand one another to establish their own nations and govern themselves responsibly. Our being together is devoid of peace, but laden with killings, banditry, kidnapping, destruction of properties, etc. It is unjust to continue to hold certain ethnic nationalities down for others to catch up with them. The dissolution of Nigeria will usher in rapid developments for the different new nations. They will still relate with one another as sovereign states with mutual respect. Finally, we are highly persuaded that if Nigeria is dissolved peacefully, acrimonious and bitter relationships amongst all the ethnic nationalities shall cease, and new independent states shall emerge to bring about enduring peace and harmonious relationship. Reporting this is Whimsical Amy. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share.